Hello, everyone. My name is Joey Tabor. Welcome to the United Stand. Mark approached me about doing a video for his channel on a transfer target that I would like to see Manchester United sign. And the player that I chose to do was John Stones. So I'll get to you on my thoughts on what he could bring to this Manchester United team, his strengths, and just my overall thoughts on him. But first, we're going to look at what the papers are saying. The Express is reporting that Chelsea have made a £45 million bid in the last couple hours for John Stones. We know it's well documented. In the summer, they went in for him. Mourinho did, couldn't get him, and he ended up staying at Everton, even though he did put in a transfer request, even though Martinez came out and said, he didn't know what he was doing or something along those lines. Now, I don't think that Everton are going to sell him in January, and that's for one simple reason, because they know they can get $45 million for him in the summer or more. They don't have to sell him now. They're chasing a Europa League, a Champions League spot. They're playing all right. They're doing well. So there's really no reason for them to sell. They have Lukaku up front who's scoring goals. De La Feu out wide. McCarthy and Barry, their midfield pairing. So there's no reason for them to sell to Chelsea right now. They know in the summer they can get a bidding war going between ourselves and Chelsea. So I don't see him moving this January. However, I do think he's gone in the summer. I think it'll be of a ridiculous fee. And I think we have clubs like, City to blame for that. When you go in and you spend all that money on Mangala and even PSG, I mean, David Luiz is the highest paid central defender ever. I mean, that's crazy. Nowhere near worth that. I think that, John Stones, he's not the finished product yet. And that's all right because I think that we know the talent's there. And what better club to develop your talent than at Manchester United? You've seen what they've done with players over the years, and I think he'd be a great fit. The foundation for all good teams comes from the back. If you have a good foundation, a good defense, you can go forward and you can attack. Now, part of my thing is why Louis van Gaal plays this very safe possession style game is because the team isn't good enough to defend on its own. He can't risk, players going crazy, getting out of position, and really the attacking that we're used to, because you saw it against Norwich, 2 counter-attacking goals where we just looked like, we were cut open like Swiss cheese. Phil Jones, for me, isn't good enough. When he is, he is good enough, but when he's fit, when is he ever fit? So I think, I think that ship has sailed with Phil Jones. I think it's time to bring in a central defender. I'm surprised we didn't do it his first summer window. I'm even more surprised we didn't do it his second summer window. So I think this summer he has to go out and buy a center back. And you look around Europe, and there's a severe lack of center backs of the quality that we've seen. There is no Vidic, there's no Rio, there's no John Terry, Tony Adams. These players are gone, and center backs, they're not as good as there used to be. I struggle to think of one truly world-class center back right now. You could say Thiago Silva and maybe Ramos, but we've seen them prone to some serious mistakes that happen far too often for yourself to be called world-class. I know Mark has his thing with world-class, and it is thrown out there way too lightly. So moving on, John Stones' strength. He's very good coming out of the back with the ball. He can pick a pass. He can get the attack going, and I think that's something Louis van Gaal would really, really like. Chris Smalling, while not the best on the ball, we have seen him improve, but I think John Stones' passing out of the back could be great for what Louis van Gaal wants to do. John Stones good in the air. He's good at marking his man. He's still young and he's still not the complete defender, but I think he can be. I think he can become that defender that we see. I know he's English and that adds 10 million more pounds to the transfer, but I would really like to see Manchester United go out, get this deal done. I think they'll do it in the summer, and I really think it's going to be 45, 50, maybe even 55 million pounds. It depends really. It's crazy. All these clubs have money. The Premier League TV deal, everybody's got money. Everybody's trying to spend it. You heard of, Newcastle going for Alexander Lacazette. That's insane. Why would... It's just madness. So let me know what you think. Do you think that John Stones is the center back that Manchester United need to partner with Smalling? Or is there someone else out there you would like to see? Get your comments, your thoughts. Like the video. Hopefully you'll be seeing more of me. And thank you for subscribing as always. And thank you, Mark, for the opportunity.